Up next on Line TV, we have Linus Bowman with a story over a historical event that happened right here in our town, and Thatcher Swain with a story over our boys soccer team and their goals for the upcoming season.
And me, Eric Crowley with your weather updates. All that and more, Line TV starts now.
Good morning, Searcy High School, and welcome back to another episode of Line TV. I'm Linus Bowman.
And I'm Jacob Shoei. We hope you all had a long, wonderful weekend. Let's get right into some morning announcements. The Searcy swim team is going to be holding tryouts on April 29th and April 30th. All upcoming 9th through 12th graders are eligible and must have current physicals, wear a swimsuit, and bring goggles. No experience is necessary to try out. Make sure to pick up a registration packet and information sheet from the West office. If you have any questions, contact Coach Kathy Thretkeld at searcylionswim@gmail.com.
If you see any of the members of the Searcy Wind Ensemble, please give them a heartfelt congratulations for earning a superior rating in the concert performance and sight reading last night at the Region 4 concert assessment held at Cabot High School. These ratings earned the band the coveted Arkansas Sweepstakes Award, signifying superior ratings in marching band, concert band, and sight reading for this school year. This performance also qualified the Wind Ensemble for the Arkansas State Concert Contest held on April 17th at Bryant High School. They will perform at 9 a.m.
The SHS Yak Club is putting on a benefit concert Saturday at 6 p.m. to raise money to donate to various local charities. Please look for the Citizens Perk poster with the QR code to scan for the location, ticket prices, artist information, and detail about our raffle.
High school volleyball tryouts will be held on April 17th from 4 to 5 p.m. in the high school main gym, aka the old basketball and volleyball gym. If anyone is wanting to try out, they can get the paperwork for the tryouts in the East office.
Prom tickets will go on sale Tuesday, April 9th through April 25th. The cost is $50 per ticket. Juniors and seniors may see Miss Farrah or Miss Nielsen to purchase a ticket.
Hey Jacob, I don't mean to change subjects, but I wish we could go back to last weekend.
Is it because of the eclipse?
Yes, that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
I have to agree with you on that. I heard that you have a story over that event and how rare it truly was to see.
Last Monday, Searcy became a destination for a once-in-a-lifetime event, a total solar eclipse. Eclipses happen almost every year, but they are usually over areas inaccessible to people, so it's very rare to actually experience one for yourself. From the mountain states to New England, people from all over the country came to Searcy to see the eclipse. Citizens of Searcy should consider themselves lucky as they don't have to travel far to see something like this.
I'm coming from Wilmington, Delaware. Well, I was going to be right in the path of the total eclipse, and we have friends here, so we really wanted to spend some time with them and enjoy the great event.
I traveled here from Colorado to see family and see the eclipse, and it was totally worth it.
Only 2% of people get to see an eclipse, so it's obvious that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Many people want to share this moment with their family and friends.
You're going to have a couple of these moments in your entire life, and you'll remember them forever. So it's worth taking the time to go travel, see something new that you'll never perhaps ever see again in your life.
I'm not sure that I'll have an opportunity like this again in my lifetime, and I didn't want to miss it, and I wanted to share it with all my family. So
for 3 minutes, hundreds of people witnessed a rare solar phenomenon not many people get to see. It's a huge spectacle in a small time span.
Oh man, it was such a cool experience. I really enjoyed the couple of minutes when you could take the glasses off and see the full eclipse. I mean, the temperature dropped, the sky went dark. It was amazing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's safe to say that it's not only important to come to events like this, but it's also important to share these experiences with your friends and family. To catch the next eclipse, you'll have to wait until August 23rd, 2044. See you in 20 years. Now back to the news desk.
This year's eclipse is something that we won't be forgetting anytime soon.
Same here.
On Wednesday, Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders delivered her State of the State address. Sanders made the annual address following the convening of the state's 94th General Assembly fiscal session. Arkansas lawmakers are convening at the state capitol, and their top agenda item is taking up Governor Sanders' $6.3 billion proposed budget for the coming year. Sanders last month proposed a budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1st that increases the state spending by 1.76% over the previous year. Nearly all of the $109 million increase would go towards education and is related to a law Sanders signed last year that created a new school voucher program.
Workers hurriedly tried to shore up a rural Utah dam after a 60-foot crack opened and sent water pouring into a creek, endangering the 1,700 residents of the downstream town. State and local officials don't think the Penguich Lake Dam is in imminent danger of breaking open, but have told the residents to be prepared to evacuate if the conditions worsen. An ice sheet on the reservoir was pushing up against the dam, causing the top to crack and tilt downstream, with water gushing through the opening. The sheet has now pulled away from the dam, and the top of the dam has tilted back.
So-called forever chemicals have been found in a nearby water source across New Mexico, according to recent studies by the U.S. Geological Survey and state environmental officials. The federal agency detailed the finds on Wednesday, the same day the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency announced its first ever limits for several common types of PFAS. Used in everyday products from nonstick pans to waterproof clothing, PFAS have been linked to cancer and other health problems in humans. They are known as forever chemicals because they don't degrade in the environment and remain in the bloodstream. The research in New Mexico detected PFAS in all major rivers in the arid state, with the highest concentrations downstream of urban areas. USGS researchers looked more closely at the water quality in the Rio Grande as it flows through Albuquerque and found PFAS levels downstream that were 10 times higher than at upstream locations.
That's some pretty scary stuff, Jacob.
I know, right? I've seen that some of these agencies use robots and other technologies to help detect these sort of things.
That's super cool. There must be a lot that goes into making these sort of machines that can do that.
There is, but many of those who work on these robots find their footing somewhere. Kingston Dunn has a story on Searcy High's robotics team that competed here at Lion Arena last month.
The Arkansas Regional Robotics Tournament was held in the Lion Arena on the 7th to the 9th of March. One team competing was our very own robotics team, the Goonies.
So this year's game was called Crescendo, and it was a music-themed game. So we have orange, what they call notes, that are like a large ring that are scattered around the field in various locations, and we can pick them up and score them in a high goal or a low goal and get bonus points by performing various tasks. The robot did really well. I mean, for a second-year team, we performed as a lot better than would be expected for most second-year teams. We ended up ranked 19th out of 28 during the qualification rounds, and then we did make playoffs, so it's always a feather in your hat to even get to make playoffs.
In the Searcy robotics team, each member has a certain job to do so that the robot can perform to its best ability.
I am the technician, so that means that when we're at competitions anyways, I'm kind of in charge of fixing anything that breaks, and I also help set it up on the field. I probably contributed just about everything on there, except some of the wiring stuff I didn't do very much of. I did have to fix a few of the wiring issues that came up during competition.
The robotics team is always needing to improve their designs, but how they manage the time with all these students is key.
We do have a very short amount of time to build, so it's very important to subdivide into different teams. So we have a coding team, we have a build team, We have a CAD team, and then we even have teams for like social media.
We split off into separate groups, so one team goes and machines parts, one team works on putting those parts together, another team mounts it to the robot.
This team has taken a lot of time to prepare for the regional competition. Preparations beginning since December.
We have meetings amongst the team about what to expect, how we want to scout, what our strategy is going to be, and just be prepared for all the logistics of a large event like that.
The Goonies are already hard at work to improve their robot and fix any issues they have before traveling to Huntsville, Alabama for their next regional competition, where they hope to get into Worlds. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Kingston. Whew, not gonna lie, Linus, but I think we need to get the robotics team in here.
Why do you say that?
I don't know if it's the lights or the actual AC that's making the studio so hot, but they need to make a robot that can produce some steady airflow quick.
Jacob, I think it's just the weather that causes that. While we're on that topic, Eric Crowley has updates on all our weather for the upcoming week to see if this warm temperature is here to stay.
Good morning, Searcy High. I'm Eric Crowley with your weather updates. Today is going to be sunny with a high of 74, rain at 1% chance, winds blowing west-northwest at 11 miles per hour, humidity at 39%, and your sun rose at 6:38 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 48, rain at 6% chance, winds blowing west-southwest at 5 miles per hour, humidity at 70%, and your sun will set at 7:37 p.m. On to the almanac. Average temperatures have been a high of 72, a low of 49. Monthly average of precipitation is 5.42 inches, and month to date is 2.05 inches. On to that 5cast. Saturday will be sunny with a high of 82, a low of 59, and a 5% chance of rain. Sunday will be sunny with a high of 82, a low of 61, and a 2% chance of rain. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 81, a low of 66, and a 7% chance of rain. Tuesday will be a thunderstorm with a high of 80, a low of 66, and a 59% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it will be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 86, a low of 66, and a 24% chance of rain. Really, looks like those warm temperatures are coming back to stay for more.
Dang, and just when I was wanting it to be cool, right, Linus?
Right. But hey, Jacob, do you by any chance know what's for lunch today?
I sure do. Today for lunch we'll be having tender pulled chicken, classic cheese pizza, grilled chicken bacon club, chicken and cheese crispito, ham and Swiss cheese sub, classic cheeseburger, and milk.
Sounds absolutely delicious. Make sure to thank our amazing lunch ladies for all their hard work.
Speaking of putting in hard work, the boys soccer team have gotten out to a hot start in conference play this season.
That's correct. Thatcher Swain got the scoop on how the team has been so successful.
With the boys soccer season underway, starting off with a winning record, they have had a great season so far. Let's see how they've been doing this year.
1, 2, 3, lights! One thing all the players can agree on is that Coach King is one of the biggest influences on the team's abilities.
I mean, he's the one who hyped us up throughout the game.
I think it was a total team effort. You know, we got it started kind of slow. Halftime we did a little adjustment, and I thought the second half we came out with a little bit more enthusiasm and kind of attacked their pressure that they was giving us, and ultimately it was successful. They're all soccer awareness. I mean, they all can play soccer. They work good together, and it's got that team build with them and unity. And I think that's a big factor that we got to have.
From grade school to high school, these players have been playing and practicing soccer.
8 years.
17 years.
10 years now.
It shows that their practice has been finally paying off.
I mean, high intensity, always.
It's really good for on field, in an actual real-time game scenario.
At the end of the day, winning is the highest priority for every soccer player on the Searcy team. Each player contributes, and when they all work together, winning is the expected outcome.
We're the front runners right now in our league.
It's always good to win.
Just to always win, no matter what.
As you can tell, these boys at the high school have been working very hard. I'm looking forward to seeing them play and win this season. Back to you guys at the news desk.
Thanks, Thatcher. We truly do have some amazing hard-working players and coaches on the soccer team.
Stay with the Searcy Lions soccer teams. They played against the Rams recently, where they continue to be on fire.
They really have. Connor Love actually has information on just that, along with all our other sports updates.
Happy Friday, Searcy High. Let's get into sports updates for the weekend. In local sports, the Searcy High School's track team competed in their meet in Valonia last Thursday. In the boys 100-meter dash, DeJordan Alcorn got 17th overall with a time of 11.71 seconds. In the 200-meter dash, Ty Dorch got first overall with a time of 23.65 seconds, and Wade Moore got second with a time of 51.66 seconds in the 400-meter dash. In girls pole vault, Josie Hunt got 5th overall with a height of 8 feet and 6 inches, and in girls 1600-meter run, Ava Skiba got 6th place with a time of 5 minutes 58 seconds. In the 400-meter dash, Jaden Bowman got 1st place with a time of 59.23 seconds and beat her own school record from the previous week in BB. So if you see her, please congratulate her in the hallway. In softball, the Lady Lions played the Sylvan Hill Bears, where they lost in a close one, 10-11. The softball game last night was canceled due to the weather, so we will update you with the next information in the next episode. The girls and boys soccer teams also played last Friday, where they took on the Paragould Rams. The girls scored 6 minutes in, and the girls went up by 1 over Paragould. By the end of the first period, the girls were up 5-0, ultimately winning the game with an ending score of 7-0, with George McMahon getting 5 total goals in the game. In the boys' game, they started off hot with a goal 3 minutes into the game made by Irvin Shala. Shala also made the second goal later in the first period to put them up 2-0. The boys also won with a score of 6-0. In national sports, the University of Connecticut men's basketball team repeated as national champions by defeating the Purdue Boilermakers 75-60. Some of the best players from the game were UConn's Tristan Newton, who put up 20 points and 7 assists, but the one who scored the most points was Purdue's Zach Edey, who put up 37 points and 10 rebounds. In the NBA, 3 teams in the Western Conference are fighting for the number 1 seed as the playoffs are getting ready to start. Those 3 being the Minnesota Timberwolves, whose last game was against the Washington Wizards, winning 130-121, the defending NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets, whose last game was against the Utah Jazz, winning 111-95, and the Oklahoma City Thunder, whose last game was against the Sacramento Kings, winning 112-105. And that's all the sports updates I have for you, Cersei, so let's go back to Linus and Jacob at the news desk.
Thanks, Connor, but unfortunately that's all the time we got for you today, Cersei. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Linus Bowman.
And I'm Jacob Shoei. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Friday, and we'll see you next week, Cersei.